Easter is a story of hope, telling us that life is stronger than death. Joy is stronger than misery, and love is stronger than hate. And light breaks the dark. Today we will learn about Easter symbols and traditions. We will understand how to play a presidential Easter game. And we will bake Easter muffins. Welcome to Mr. G's Easter special. Have fun! Let us talk about the symbols of Easter. First of all, the Easter egg. The Easter egg stands for new life, fertility and hope. And hope is something that we definitely need in times like these. Now, you might ask yourself the question, where does the tradition of coloring or dyeing eggs come from? There are various explanations of that tradition. Some people say that this was simply a way of celebrating the warm colors of spring following the cold colors of winter times. The religious explanation is of course different. Back in the days, people colored eggs red in memory of the bloodshed by Jesus Christ at his crucifixion. The practical explanation would be as follows. Back then, people had no refrigerators, so they boiled eggs just to make them last longer. Now, it's very difficult to tell the difference between a hard-boiled egg and a raw egg from outside. So what did people do? Right. They used colors to mark the hard-boiled eggs. Very practical. Here we have a very beautiful symbol of Easter. Flowers. In that case, daffodils. Daffodils stand for hope and life after death because they come back to bloom again year after year. For Christians, they represent the idea of resurrection of Jesus. In Germany, we even call daffodils Easter bells. Let us talk about the most important and most prominent symbol of Easter. The Easter bunny, the Easter hare, the Easter rabbit. Okay then, let us talk about the Easter rabbit. It is said that German immigrants brought the tradition of the Easter rabbit to the US in the 18th century. Back in the old days, the Easter rabbit played the role of a judge, evaluating whether children had been good or bad. Here, the Easter bunny shows clear similarities to Santa Claus. Going to bed? Take it easy, buddy. See ya.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna hit the sack. See you at Christmas. So long.
He's such a good pal. We're always having such a great time together. Anyway, to reward the good kids, the Easter rabbit would lay, decorate, and hide Easter eggs. And the kids have to find them. This game is known as Easter Hunt. The Easter rabbit lays eggs. That's weird. That is weird. A traditional game played at Easter is egg rolling. The symbolic meaning of the game might be that rolling an egg stands for rolling away the stone, blocking Christ's tomb. What you need for the game is, you need a collection of wooden spoons, Easter eggs, and a racetrack marked by a start and a finish in your home yard or a park. What you have to do is, you take an egg, roll it over the ground using a wooden spoon. You win when you are fast and the egg is still good and unbroken after the run. The most famous race is hosted by the President of the United States of America at the White House on Easter Monday. Let us see how the game works in action. 1, 2, 3. Great time. And the egg's still good. I won. Whew. That game has really made me as hungry as a horse. I mean, as a rabbit. I really could go for some Easter carrot muffins now. How about that? Here we go again. Let's take a look at the tools we need for our Easter carrot muffins. We need mixing bowls, an electric mixer, wooden spoon and a whisk, a grater for grating the carrots, a pastry scraper, a pastry brush, a lemon squeezer. Of course, we need a muffin tray filled with muffin cups and a teaspoon for measuring. Here we can see what we need for our Easter carrot muffins. Of course, we need carrots. We need sugar, a pinch of salt, eggs, butter, cinnamon, some flour, baking powder and vanilla sugar, ground almonds, a bit of buttermilk, and later for the icing we need icing sugar and juice of half a lemon, and walnuts for decoration. To produce the batter for our muffins, there are some steps to take. First, we produce the cream in that bowl here using sugar, butter, eggs and vanilla sugar. Second, we mix the dry ingredients using a whisk in that bowl here. Then we will use buttermilk and the fillings of that bowl and mix it with the cream. Finally, the carrots will join that bowl too, and we have our Easter muffin batter. Let us start producing the cream. So we start with the butter, make sure it has got room temperature, sugar, and a little packet of vanilla sugar. Okay, let's start carefully. Looks a little bit like crumbs now. Okay, now the eggs. Looks alright. One. Looks alright too. Oops, we have our cream. Step 2. Let us mix the dry parts. I've got the flour here, the almonds, okay, and we need baking powder, 2 teaspoons, says the recipe. 1, 2. Of course, pinch of salt. And if you like it, a teaspoon of cinnamon. Step 3. Now we will mix the cream with the dry materials and our buttermilk, taking turns. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. And a little bit of this here. And a little bit of that. At last, we only have to work in the carrots. Take a look at the color. This is our Easter carrot muffin batter. Finally, it's baking time. At first, we have to heat our oven at 180 degrees. Now, we need our muffin tray and the muffin cups. And what we have to do now is we take that pastry scraper or a spoon and start filling the cups. By the way, in the working process I've realized that filling the muffin cups is so much easier when you take them out of the tray. You just never stop learning. Finished. Now we bake them for 15 minutes. All right. Take a look at them. Don't they look sweet? Before we can start icing them, we have to make sure our muffins cool down completely. Once our Easter muffins have cooled down, we can start giving them a sweet sugar coat. For that we need the icing sugar, juice of a lemon, okay, and a pastry brush. And, well, give our muffins a nice sugar coat. You might also want to top a nut on the muffin. I wish you sweet and happy Easter holidays. The Daffodils by Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. It's me again with the Easter message 2021. Don't let your hearts sink, kids, but let your hearts rise and shine. You can be sure about one thing. Beyond the lockdown, there will be plenty to look forward to. The virus will not steal your future, because light breaks the dark. When you feel down from time to time, do it like the dude in the poem here. Think of beautiful memories because they give you energy for the better days to come. And the better days will come. Take care, kids, and happy Easter.